Trainer's job is to keep them energetic throughout the training, right? And that's both the challenge, but I see that one as a good challenge because I love keeping them engaged, and by looking at them itself we can find out who's interested. If the interest level is going down, do something, right? Some activity, a little bit of discipline also we need to have, both from a trainer's perspective and from the participants perspective, because at the end of the day we are trying to make them heroes of this thing. So their participation and how they take this and implement it is another important task.
If you have a very clear understanding of what is needed, at what level it is needed, you can also tell that okay, this much time is not enough. You need more time, right? Or if it's going to be really basic, then okay, I can do only so much.
See, in case if they get an overview, maybe for a couple of hours you walk through what are the various things of digital marketing contains. But I would suggest take one topic and work towards it, right? We've seen that one time and time after again, right? If it is Google AdWords, take that and get good at that one, and then move on to the next one. And the time is limited. That is the challenge also we face from the participants, right? They say time is not enough. Of course it is not enough, because this digital and social is huge. We are taking individual training for 3 months, 6 months. In 3 days, you can't do much.
And you have to allocate enough time. And when I say allocate enough time, one is the number of training days. That is one aspect. But even the participants who come, you have to give them some time to actually implement things. Many of them come with their regular work. And with the regular workload and then a training to add to it. And if you say, okay, we need to do this in 10 days, for 10 days they don't get that space. That okay, if you want it to be truly valuable, then you have to give them a little space to kind of implement things, give them that little time off.
Absolutely,
Otherwise, and because their attention is always completely divided.
And they got their regular job to do. Right?
So that also becomes a challenge for the trainer to kind of do that, and it's difficult to mitigate, because when they are focused on let's say they have an important delivery and this and that, and there are deadlines, so their attention during the training is very, very scattered.
Absolutely.
It's easy to make out as well.
That also brings up our next point of best practices. Training, right? Some of them which we discussed already. Right? So what are some of the best practices before you do the training, which we discussed in the first one, where have a clear agenda or clear communication. What is that? Why they require training, and do the homework. Right? It requires a lot of time. Understand talking to the management, and making sure that the training rooms are ready. For example, small details, right? The Wi-Fi is ready, or access to the internet. That's one of the things that we always see. Access to social media channels, YouTube, because we are going to discuss Facebook and social media. You need to have access.
Blocked.
So that's one of the things. And if there is special requests that need to have from a security point of view, right? So that somebody is coming and they don't need to wait for a longer time. During that, how would you arrange for during the during the training? How would you organize all these things? Lunch, for example, small details also matter.
It's something we can't do. So then we ask them, okay, what do you do? And we understand it better, and then we come up with a way that okay, is this something you can do?
Right.
So bringing that process of that whole process where you bring them an idea which then sounds okay, something I can do.
Right.
So then the training is definitely more valuable.